my story, it may not seem relevant if I explain it from the beginning, but when I was in my late teens, I was diagnosed with manic depression, which is called bipolar now, which affected me really badly. So I have spent a whole lifetime understanding and looking into a lot of the symptoms actually that women have during the menopause, which is low mood, brain fog, depression, severe anxiety. I had a point in my life where I wouldn't even leave the house, too terrified. I also suffered from infertility, polycystic ovaries and endometriosis, which is very key actually into when my menopause symptoms started. I did something very similar to Karen. I found myself, after years and years of living with bipolar and managing it, all of a sudden I felt my symptoms were coming back, but they were coming back like a train. Yeah. They were worse than they'd ever been. And quite literally, I felt I had two choices. One of them was to literally leave this world because that's how I felt. I cannot do this again. I can't. I just don't have the energy to do it. But that little old Paula spark in my belly from somewhere was like, oh, I have had enough of this. I am not letting this affect the next 30 years of my life. And so in exactly the same way that Karen did, I think we probably researched different things, which is amazing because together we can bring something really good. I took a year this last year out of camp really and put my heart and soul into living with menopause. And I can honestly say, and this is why I feel like I want to stand on the rooftops and shout it to women, this is the best time of your life. You are wise beyond anything. You are powerful. You're incredible. And I really want to share that with women. I think it actually breaks my heart to think that women feel that feeling that I know so well, and I know Karen does as well, that that's it, it's over. I'd always had problems, gynecological problems throughout my life. So I went to the doctor. The doctor said, you're perimenopausal, and gave me estrogen, HRT estrogen. And I went batshit crazy. I went even worse. As a result of this, again, back to the board to search what happened. And I went and had a really comprehensive DNA test. And in that DNA test, I discovered that I don't methylate estrogen, which means that I'm always estrogen dominant, which explains why I had polycystic ovaries, why I was infertile, why I had endometriosis. So it was like a huge sigh of relief. And off the back of that, I went to, I didn't really trust I don't know whether I should say this, to trust the GP so much. I looked into bioidentical hormones. That worked for me. And I then had so many bloods done completely across the board to find out what was really happening. And it was just such a relief for me. Finally, tens of years of suffering were finally explained. And I take bioidentical HRT now, and I take progesterone and testosterone.